Recently I released a video where I went over an upcoming project, the double 15-inch subwoofer. In the video I boldly said that I will be using two completely new speakers so that they would break in evenly, but the cold harsh reality is that I can realistically obtain only one new driver, so I have to piece with the thing that I have. But this gave me an opportunity to check if subwoofer break-in is a thing or not, and if that could cause some problems when comparing modeling results versus the real-life performance. For the test I will be using two GroundZero 15-inch subwoofer speakers. One of them has been my daily driver for more than a year now. It has seen a lot of use and abuse. One difference between the drivers is that the older one has some repairs done to it. After the first and also I should add failed prototype box, some damage was done to the spider due to what it seems like an over-excursion. Or possibly it was poorly manufactured, who knows, but most likely I broke it. The box was too big and tuned too low. Some repair work was done with epoxy glue. If there will be observable change in response, this could be one of the causes for the difference between drivers. So let us measure the old driver. Here you can see the measuring setup. I tried my best to avoid any reflections from nearby walls. The mic was placed 1 meter from the subwoofer for ground plane measurement. The subwoofer and the microphone placement was marked so that both measurements would be as identical as I could arrange. The test level was what I consider to be medium loud. When measured, about 100 watts were applied at 40 Hz. So now we have the baseline. Time to change the driver. The second driver is brand new, just out of the box. The measurement will be the first signal that I will be applying to it. If there will be any difference, I expect that the SPL would be lower for the new driver, as the FS would be higher, but there might be other differences too. Now let's see how the new driver stacks up to the old one. It can be seen that there is almost no difference between the sweeps. Some change can be seen in the low end. The new system seems to be tuned a little bit higher. This could be due to harder suspension of the new driver and a hint that indeed it is not broken in. But the difference is very small, not greater than 1 dB. That in later music listening tests was not audible. Also, notable fact is that FS seems to be fairly similar. If the old driver would have a lower self-resonance, the output of the new driver would be noticeably different, as it can be seen here. Of course, the FS is not the only parameter that changes. In principle, the whole soft part assembly changes with time and becomes more loose. As I am planning to use both the new and the old driver in my dual 15-inch subwoofer build, the measurement results suggest that the difference between the driver TS parameters is not that big. Thus, I could more or less reliably use them for the new design. The variables that were concerning to me, both the repaired spider and the repeatability of the measurements, seem to not have that great of an impact, as the sweep results were almost the same. It is possible that the initial break-in was done at the factory and any further loosening of the suspension would not be that significant. Also, a greater change between the speakers could be measured when a higher measurement SPL would be applied. To know for sure how the TS parameters change after break-in, I would have to just measure the parameters for both drivers, which indeed would be the correct thing to do here, but at the moment I do not have the necessary gear to do it. So the main conclusion is that break-in is a thing, but in my case not that significant, hopefully. As I was not aiming for hi-fi level measurement precision, modeling and listening experience, a minor change in subwoofer's response is okay with me. In the same time, using two drivers with different work hours on them in essence is the same as using two different models entirely, and I understand it is not ideal by any means. But as I said, in my case, this should not cause major problems. In meantime, I will leave the new driver in my daily sub and just pump some bass while I build the next box. But for me, one thing is still not clear. Precisely the rate and amount of break-in is unknown. I would love to hear from someone if the change is logarithmic or linear, or in other words, is there some period of time after which the soft parts settle and don't change that much? I would really love to know this. But in any case, I hope this helps someone.